Hi, Sylvia. All right, I'm going to do your 15-minute psychic reading. So, your questions are pretty cool, kind of something we all can relate to. Who am I? What is my life's purpose? Am I on the right path in my life's journey? And if not, what can I do to get on the right path? So, let's see what we find out, okay? All right, so Sylvia, I'm going to relax and I'm talking about your life's purpose. Who am I? What is my life's purpose? Let's see. There's definitely something going on. I don't know how to describe the picture just yet, so I'm going to let it kind of process a little bit. It's as if I'm holding it's like I'm holding a pen or a pencil, but yet I'm also grasping it and it's clear and it's sort of like a magical wand or something. And so it's like a crystal, or it's pretty cool looking. At first I thought maybe it was a pen, but it's more like a crystal wand or something. Everything is in white and then clear too, so I just can't really make out what's going on. Everything's very quiet. I can't decide if I'm standing up or sitting down. I am looking at this crystal wand while simultaneously I'm inspired to write with a pencil on paper. There's some sort of magical element going on here because the crystal wand thing is pretty sweet. If I could do something to... Okay, I'll pull out the crystal wand. So this is what it looks like. It's pretty cool looking. So I really like the crystal wand scene. And then we just have a very normal human scene with writing. Like they say to me, what do you like about the crystal wand scene? There's something magical about it. There's something kind of... It's really positive. It's really positive. It's really kind of Merlin's magic style. And there's something enchanting about it, creative about it. It's influencing the fantasy, the awesome fantasy world, not the scary fantasy world, the awesome fantasy world. There are colors involved here, and they're really pretty. One is kind of a green color and one is a blue color, but they aren't the heavy colors. They're sort of the lighter version, and I wish you could see those too because they're perfect. I like the white and the clear crystal wand and the blue, this really awesome blue color and this really awesome green color. There's something really smooth and relaxing about it. I like this. That's all I can say. So I'm just gonna check out this. As I'm checking out the scene with the pencil and the paper, I see actually a guy, and he's like a straight up wizard. He even has a blue hat, and it's kind of tall and then pointed, and it has a little it kind of hangs, the point kind of hangs a little bit. And he's an older man with a big white beard. He's like a Merlin style guy. I'm really excited right now. There's something so exciting about this version of experience. It's magical, you know? But it's not just magical, it's really sincere too. It's like magic that is real. Like if I lived in The Hobbit, magic is real in The Hobbit, you know? And somehow they're taking Hobbit style magic and putting into real world life. And they're helping me to feel it in real world, bringing out the magic of creation so that what is magical or a miracle is actually not that profound, but it would be to us, you know? It would be like, wow, that is crazy and mind-blowing. And so he's standing here. We keep seeing the hand and the paper, and I expect to see writing on the paper, but writing never comes. And so Merlin is sort of standing on top of the paper, and it's as if I'm creatively writing in my mind. I'm thinking about it, but I haven't written the story yet or something. But he's standing on the paper, and it's like, I don't really care about the human pencil and paper. I really just want to see Merlin more. I really want to see more of this. He's like, well, what do you want to see? And I was like, well, something exciting. Something really... I want to see what you can do. I want to see what you're about. See what he's like. Okay, this is interesting. He takes his wand and he taps it on like a composer or a musician, the type with a symphony, and then he has his wand that he directs the symphony with. He taps it on his little music thing, and then you can hear it, and then it's almost like we're going to be conducting a symphony or something right now. So the magical wand is not just a pencil, but it's also conducting a musical, sort of a symphonic experience. Being in control of the instruments, telling the instruments when it is time. Merlin too is related to this, conducting the song of life. He is at the forefront of this symphony. But it's not him. It's a real man who is like a composer or director of a symphony or whatever. But yet there is a blending of these three images. I hear a trombone playing. I see the trombone playing. It's kind of a unique instrument because it's a brass instrument, right? It doesn't have keys to it. So you have a sliding piece. So you have to find the keys by sliding it. And so there's something unique about that instrument. It's not like a clarinet or a flute or a trumpet or a tuba or anything. It's completely designed completely differently. And this guy with the trombone is standing up and really stretching it out and bringing it back. And there's something about this. He is standing up before us all and we're listening to his song. As we listen to his song, the scene transitions and there's a little girl and she's running in a forest and she's chasing two butterflies. I'm telling you, the butterflies look like they're making love or they're hugging really nicely as they're also flying. Oh, there's something really sweet about it. And the colors of their wings they're soft colors. There's like purple and then this blue color. And she's just a little girl. She has white blonde hair. She got like angel hair and she's maybe 2 or 3. And then she's just chasing the butterflies, trying to catch them as they're flying sort of just ahead of her reach, And there's trees and grasses everywhere. And we're seeing it from a magical standpoint, and then we're seeing it as today, she's just holding her mom's hand. We hear the sound of a car drive by, and we're on a broken, it's a cement. The cement is it's older, and there's some cracked pieces. There's something about a dreary fall, so it's like cold rain, and it's kind of gloomy overcast, and they're wearing heavy sweaters, and it just sort of, I don't know. I don't really get really excited about gloomy rain in the fall as opposed to the little girl in the sunny sort of forest, enchanted forest, trying to catch the butterflies. It was so cute and magical and surreal and worthwhile, It's just wonderful to be in that scene as opposed to the other scene. Let's see what else. Again, the master director is doing this with his wand and then just starting back up again. So let's see what happens next. He is telling some instruments over here to go. They're asking if I can make out what they are, and my impression was that they were larger instruments, like string instruments, large string instruments. But I never saw the string instruments because I saw only what was like brass instruments and then wind instruments and then sort of a percussion, I guess. So I'm supposed to focus on the string instruments, and how they sing their song through this. There's something very absolutely moving about this experience of being a professional and then holding a massive, I don't know, a bass, but what's the other one? It's not as low as a bass. It's a little bit higher, and you kind of have to hold it, but maybe that is the bass. But there's something about the way it sounds and then the way the body feels so moved by the sounds themselves, and then the movement of the hand with this piece here to across the strings, and not only is the instrument singing, the human being is also singing. It's quite an intimate experience is what this is. It's very intimate between the song, the sounds, the movement of creating the sounds with the body and creating the music in a very physical way. So I'm telling you, it's extraordinary to experience this. It's beautiful. It moves me. It's passionate. The song is creating a real well spool, like a that feeling inside where you just really feel it, you know? And it takes you away from the human side of things, the human mind and thoughts. It takes you into a place that is totally not here, a fantasy place, but it does it through sounds and the experience of creating the sounds too. It is a nirvana experience. It's real. It's real. I don't know how to describe it. When I say nirvana experience, it was like, well, there is Nirvana, the band, but that's one version of music, right? But this, I don't know, it does not compare to this. It does not compare to this raw body creating sound. That the song itself is the voice, is all the voices, all the meaning, all the depth. Takes you away from the human experience into something far more enchanting. So let's see what else. It's hard to leave it because it's so moving. I'm going to focus on the pencil and the paper and see. There's instantly a frustration. It's like, how dare you take me away from, I was enjoying that moment. Can't I just stay in this moment with these sounds, with this experience that is magical? And you want to take me and put me into this human experience, and I'm just pissed because it doesn't relate to what moves my heart. It relates to what moves my hand on the paper in order to complete assignments or, complete the job, or there's something too human about the pen and paper experience. It's a pencil and paper, specifically pencil and paper. And they want me to describe it very clearly. The pencil is well sharpened, and there's something tidy about it. The paper is really, your lined paper, like a legal pad or whatever, doesn't have the spiral rings. The pencil, I picked it up and it's just literally like just scratching into the paper, even so hard to just break down the pencil part where you drop the ledge or whatever. Just breaking it on down, and then even could scratch through the paper as well. So there was really just a frustration about it. And the frustration was really associated with, it's time to move on from, we have a time for the enchanted and the fantasy and this beauty. And then there's a time to be practical too. But when we have to we have to stop the beauty and the heartbeat and the soul and the spirit to go do this, it's just like, it creates the body gets very bewildered. It doesn't want to let go of what makes it sing and thrive. So what is there a time to be practical? Is it healthy in this case to be practical? What do we need to do with this? We are taking the sheet and then we're ripping it off, and then we got a clean sheet. We're going to try this again, okay? They're saying create love in the experience of writing. Actually, don't just let go of the frustration so that you can alter the feeling of it, so it doesn't feel practical. It can feel magical too. So I don't know why, but I'm writing in cursive, and I don't even think I can remember how to write in cursive at this point. Let alone know what the end of the pencil is called, because who writes with a pencil anymore? We type. We have computers. So there's cursive writing and it's gorgeous. It's sort of singing on the page. The cursive writing is. It's fluid, it's flowing. I love how beautiful it is. I love the way that it looks. I like the way that my hand sort of does a gymnastic sort of experience to create each word. I love the feeling of timelessness and not feeling like I'm rushed to create not only beautiful letters, but beautiful language and letters combined. And so not only is it beautiful to look at, the language written in cursive, it also is a beautiful read and it's inspiring. The language is not only beautiful to look at, there's something about this. It's creating another fantasy experience and it's making it worthwhile. And there's something interesting too about how I don't want to look at it anymore. I just want to feel it with my fingertips. Like a blind person reading, Braille or whatever. There's something about the actual touch of the letters themselves. What do the letters actually feel like on my fingertips? And now I can read by touching the words themselves and the words then touching me. And it's so absolutely unbelievable. The sensation, again, is surreal, is magical, is extraordinary. It is charming. It's totally charming and enchanting. So that's it. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm feeling like a pull away from everything we've done, so I'm like coming back to normal reality again. And all I see or hear is a cat, and the cat you're sitting on a couch, and the cat is kind of behind, and then rubbing the body up against the back of your head, and then it has to stop its butt right here. So you're kind of in the zone of its butt. Cats and their need to put their butts in your face, you know what I mean? Like, but there's something about this. That's what I'm seeing, an orange and white cat. And there's sort of a beautiful light that's coming through the window behind, and then just a couch that I'm sitting on. There's something peaceful about it, even an energy or sort of blow of wind that I don't feel at all. But because I can see sort of sheer curtains that are sort of lifted just slightly, and it's not as the sensation of warmth is perfect. I'm not hot and I'm not cold at all. And I'm thinking and I'm in a dream state and I'm inspired to write down what I'm dreaming about. Do you write down what you dream about? They're really wanting you to. I mean, this is really telling me that basically in this scene, all I know is the person is in a very beautiful, deep thought and is sort of experiencing the beautiful elements around them. They feel comfortable and cozy with a pencil and pad of paper like a normal human being, and they're just inspired to write down whatever their dreams or thoughts are. And there's a communication with the spirit realm as this is taking place, and it's creating magic on the paper, and it's creating an interaction that is between heaven and earth experience. So now you're having a channeled communication that goes beyond than just a human language. It goes into something more than that. So something like what I experience, right? So it's not just talking or having normal conversation. I'm sharing wisdom from the spirit realm. And so there's some sort of wisdom that is coming to you that you are now sharing on paper. So, okay, that is all I'm going to share for this reading. Thank you very much. That's some they're very general questions. We all have these too. And it's really cool to see what comes. And I'm telling you, the images are totally captivating. So I can't wait to see what this means to you. All right. And for those of you in the audience, if you're interested in a psychic reading with me, you may visit my website and order a service there at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.